Calls out for breaking out the big can on this one. So Randy Rahe's reign is over. It's been a hell of a run, and I mean a hell of a run. Whoa. So it's over. Gotta go with that left, Jerry Carty. So 16 years. Let's talk about this. Made the tournament 3 times. Is that good? Not for this legendary program. Mediocrity as it gets. Got beat all 3 times. Damian Lillard, the best player in his rank. Well, the greatest recruit he ever signed. And he set a lot of records here, and he did a lot of stuff here, but he lost the Big Sky Championship game in that building. Had 22 points. He lost the next year at Montana. He never played a tournament. Joe Ballin boy, all that. That great tournament game against Arizona, they got so far behind, came roaring. He was a player. Jeremy Sieglin, oh, all that. Scotty Bamforth, that's the best player who ever played under his reign. Jerry Carty. He won the MVP over there this year. That's the softball team. They won this Big Sky Championship 13-1 Saturday. I went to that game. So, anyway, my favorite player that ever played for Randy was Dusty Baker. Why? He's a leukemia survivor. I remember in 2016, the last time Randy ever went to the tournament, I was in Carlsbad. I watched it at the Omni. That's where he's from. And he hit those big time clutch spots down there, but again, went to the tournament, weren't ready. It's been the MO. So this legendary program, first coach I ever saw around here was Dick Motto. You know, and then of course the great Phil Johnson. I worked for Coach Baglin. So it's over. What players he had. What players. Damian Lillard. He the greatest player that ever, no, winning matters. You know, I see that Steve Nash has entered. Jazz passed on Steve Nash. So did Utah Jazz on Lillard. But Nash has entered Stockton Malone territory. He never won one, did he? Near Lillard. So, but Jarek never got a go. Jarek's freshman year, they were ahead by 7 points in the championship game with 40 seconds left to go and lost. So, now Randy always stuck up for me when I had leukemia, and I want to say this. He's put more players into professional basketball ranks in Europe than all coaches combined in the history. He was an X's and O's guy. I used to call it Randy's boot camp. And all these players know it. I mean, he's a stickler, he's hardcore, and it's X's and O's, baby. And he had them ready for that European game, and they all shine over there. There's a lot of them. Joe Bomboy, Jeremy Sieglin, Zach Braxton won a championship in Vienna. Jerry Carty won the MVP over there this year. I think they lost 1 game all year. Always background in music, right? So, Bruce Collins, he played in here. That's the greatest heartbreak loss in Weber State history. No, until Lillard's. Against Lamar. In that 1980 team, Neil McCarthy, what a coach he was. I still don't believe they lost that game. At home, I think they were 7th seed. Of course, Lamar beat the 2 seed, Oregon, the next game, but Ogden never recovered. I'll never forget that game. That was exactly 1 year to the moment before the Fukushima disaster, the water's curse, as I call it. And they were ahead by 22 in the second half. And lost. We want a Weber State guy for head coach. I say Jiminy Graffney. You know, the best player I ever see play here, clutch, was Eddie Gill. Well, he was all that. Harold Arsenault, the show. He was all that. Right, Jiminy Graffney, he was all that. That was the best team ever. Al Iverson's airball. They got beat on a fluke to go to Sweet 16. Of course, 95, Jiminy Graffney, that was the 95 team. 99, Haslam still played in the NBA. Mark Miller was on that team, that Florida. How they didn't go to the Sweet 16, that is a miracle. Missed free throw. You know, when they beat North Carolina. I did the play-by. I was up there. I did the play-by-play for the radio station. I've been here the whole time. So, Randy Rahe, the best talent that ever played here is Jerry Carty. And Damian Lillard was all that. Of course, neither one of them got to play in a tournament, did they? Randy played in 3 tournaments in 16 years. That first with David Patton They got blown off the freaking map by an ex-player from inside there. Ben Howell on UCLA. I was at that game. I flew on the plane with Ron McBride. So, of course, that game against Arizona with Joe Ballenboy, and they came roaring at the second